All right, this is the last video, I think. What I'm doing now is I got it all put back together, and where I took the wire, I just used a little hot glue. What's nice about using hot glue is you can just grab it with some needle nose pliers and it pulls right out. So if you have to go back in, because I've already probably pulled it out twice. So I've got it put back together now, and before I go reinstall it, I want to make sure all my bulbs are working. So based on my chart, we're fourth in. I'm gonna look at the turn signal that from this perspective is pointing to the right. I actually think it's the left turn signal. Don't touch this one or you'll pop the fuse. Make sure you know where the ground is, and I can see that light is lighting up. So I'm gonna move to the left. That's gonna be the bright light indicator. So the bright light indicator is, we're grounded at the top, just like the turn signal pointing to the right. Ground indicator is going to be pin 17 based on my chart here. So that's the fifth one over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got that one. We're going to go to the top, give it some juice. And I get nothing. There it is. So I got power. Some of it's just being able to find a area that you can actually touch your probe to. I'm using a small piece of wire so I can get down in there a little bit better than I could with the probe from my meter. All right, next one over is, let's see what that is. That's the brake light. So brake light, if we look at the top, that is pin number 1. It's bottom all the way to the right. So let's take pin number 1. Let's go to that third one. We are grounded on the bottom. Please note this. It's the big shared ribbon on the bottom. So if we go to the top, we're gonna pop the fuse. So we go to the bottom, touch it, I get illumination. So I know that light is working. And you know, the nice thing is the more you play with this, the better you get understanding your actual system. So the next one over, I don't know what it is, but on mine, I don't have it. It's like a light bulb. Looks like an inverted light bulb with a bunch of, like a sun, sort of. And all the sources I had said this is not used on my model. So I have a 95 YJ or Sport. So I think that's the SE. And I guess that one doesn't have it, so don't know what that is. So we're looking at the other turn signal now, which is all the way over on the left on the top. So that's this one. If I look on my chart, that's gonna be pin 7, which is the fourth one on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go to 4, and this one is grounded. This one's a little confusing because the grounding ribbon is underneath and it's grounded on the top. If it's not, you'll sure as heck find out. Let's see if I can get in there to it. All right, not getting anything yet. Let's see if I can actually touch the ribbon. There it is. I just wasn't able to get to it the way it was, so I lifted the flexible ribbon on top, which is not being used, and touched the one underneath it, so that turn signal is operational. The nice thing is about working on it from your bench, it's a lot more pleasant than being out there in the heat, especially right now. Mine's in the driveway and it is hot. I'm in Texas. So I'm going to the bottom right, which that is the check engine light, everybody's favorite light. That might not be a big deal to have that one not work, but I'm sure it's important. Thankfully mine comes on and goes off. All right, so the grounding ribbon is this big shared one. So it's gonna be the bottom one on this one. So let's figure out where that is. If I look on my chart, that's gonna be pin number 2, which is the second one in from the right on the bottom. So I'll give it some power. Let's go to my grounding section. Boom, we've got illumination on that. So the next light is also not used according to the documents I found. It says maintenance required. Yeah, nobody wants that one to turn on. So going to the next one, which is this shift. And looks like shifting, we've got ground at the top. So where is that one? That is gonna be my little drawing here. That is pin 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the left on the bottom. Give it some juice. And then let's touch the grounding side. Boom, we have illumination. And the next one over is a couple triangles. Don't know what that is, but I don't have it. And then the last one is ABS, which I do not have anti-lock brakes on this vehicle. And the other lights that you can fool around with are the actual illumination lights for the tachometer and the speedometer. I did notice for my speedometer, if I have it perfectly like this, it doesn't work. If I have it a little up, it does work. I could probably remedy that with some new sockets. These are the original sockets, and they are all, they have a nice dot. So if you put the bulbs in right, which I replaced these with LEDs as well, they work really nice. And I didn't include the gauge strip, but that strip completely illuminated with just changing the bulbs. So I put new LED replacement bulbs in there, and it worked great. The only thing that's not working right now is my temperature gauge, so that'll be my next project. And I think it's probably the gauge, the part itself that actually mounts into the block. That's super easy to fix, and that's where I'm gonna start looking. But I hope this helps, and yeah, reach out with any questions. Y'all enjoy, keep working.